Good morning, everyone. Please sit with your back straight, feet on the ground or on a chair, sitting with a straight back. Hands on your upper thighs. Gently focus on the third eye, which is above the bridge of your nose, between your eyebrows. We're going to start by Karyaki Yoga breathing. And to do that, as you inhale, visualize the air moving from your tailbone through your backbone, all the way through the back of your head, going to the center of your head, where your third eye is. As you exhale, do the reverse from your third eye, center of your head, go to the back of your head, all the way down through your backbone, your vertebra, all the way down to the end of the tailbone. As you inhale, in your mind's eye, you can say hung, H-O-N-G, or H-U-M, hum or hung. Different yogis say it differently. As you exhale, if you can, say so, S-O-W. And when you do that, you could do it through the throat, like this. And this way we clean our Kundalini line. And as you may feel, the tingling is raise your vibration. It's a good method to do during the day or week, whenever you feel your energy is fluctuating based on your environment. So let's do that for a little while. Now visualize beautiful air, beautiful light, golden light with silver intertwined, coming from the sky multiverse, entering your crown chakra, located top of your head. As it enters, it covers it in golden light, fully and completely. It cleanses and energizes. It moves down to your third eye, center of your head. It's covering it in golden light, fully and completely. It cleanses and energizes. It moves down to your throat chakra at the center of your throat. It's covering it in golden light, fully and completely. It cleanses and energizes. It moves down to your heart chakra at the center of your chest, where your sternum is. It's covering it in golden light, fully and completely. It cleanses and energizes. It moves down to your solar plex, 3 inches above navel. It's covering it in golden light, fully and completely. It cleanses and energizes. It moves down to your sacral chakra, 2.5 inches below navel. It's covering it in golden light, fully and completely. It cleanses and energizes. It moves down to your basic chakra. It's covering it in golden light, fully and completely. It cleanses and energizes. The golden light travels through your legs. It goes all the way down. It contacts with Mother Earth. It travels down, down, down to the core of Mother Earth, where it spreads throughout during our meditation as we share the multiverse with Mother Earth, with our gratitude and thanks for the bounty that is giving us every moment of our lives. This healing and rejuvenating energy will spread through Mother Earth. Part of the multiverse light travels back, travels through our legs, travels through our rare chakras, Ming Ming, back solar plex, back heart chakra, and it's covering him in golden light, fully and completely. Cleanse and energize, and it travels up, up to our crown, and we have a complete stream of golden light through our chakra, connecting us through Mother Earth. Now we're going to expand this beautiful golden light that is coming from multiverse. Expand it like a bubble, our first auric layer, as if you are in the center of this bubble, and the surrounding of that bubble is your first auric layer. It is covering it in golden light. Fully and completely. Any and all blockages, anything less than love, dissipate, disintegrate. Now, take a deep breath. Moving on to the second auric layer, we expand the golden light to cover the second auric layer. It is covering it in golden light, fully and completely. Again, just expand the bubble to cover your second auric layer. Any and all blockages, anything less than love, dissipate, disintegrate. Now, take a deep breath. Now, expand the golden light to cover the third auric layer. It is covering it in golden light, fully and completely. Any and all blockages, anything less than love, dissipate, disintegrate. Now, take a deep breath. Moving on to the fourth auric layer, the golden light expands to cover your fourth auric layer. It's covering it in golden light fully and completely. Any and all blockages, anything less than love, dissipate, disintegrate. Now, take a deep breath. Moving on to the fifth auric layer. Golden light expands to cover your fifth auric layer. It's covering it in golden light fully and completely. Any and all blockages, anything less than love, dissipate, disintegrate. Now, take a deep breath. Moving on to the sixth auric layer, the golden light expands to cover your sixth auric layer and is covering it in golden light fully, completely. Any and all blockages, anything less than love, dissipate, disintegrate. Now, take a deep breath. Moving on to the seventh auric layer, the golden light expands to cover your seventh auric layer and is covered in golden light fully and completely. Any and all blockages, anything less than love, dissipate, disintegrate. Now, take a deep breath. Now we are moving to your templates. Each template corresponds to a chakra. Starting with the first template, same principle as the bubble for the auric layers. Visualize it's like a bubble and you're covering it in golden light. Starting with the first template corresponding to our basic chakra. It's covering it in golden light fully and completely. Any and all blockages, anything less than love, dissipate, disintegrate. Now, take a deep breath. Moving on to the second template corresponding to the sacral chakra. It's covered in golden light. Fully and completely. Any and all blockages, anything less than love, dissipate, disintegrate. Now, take a deep breath. Moving on to the third template corresponding to your solar plex. It is covered in golden light fully and completely. Any and all blockages, anything less than love, dissipate, disintegrate. Now, take a deep breath. Moving on to the fourth template corresponding to your heart chakra. It is covered in golden light fully and completely. Any and all blockages, anything less than love, dissipate and disintegrate. Now, take a deep breath. Moving on to the fifth template corresponding with your throat chakra. It is covered in golden light fully, completely. Any and all blockages, anything less than love, dissipate, disintegrate. Now, take a deep breath. Moving on to the sixth template corresponding to our third eye. It is covered in golden light fully and completely. Any and all blockages, anything less than love, dissipate, disintegrate. Now, take a deep breath. Moving on to the seventh template corresponding with crown chakra. It is covered in golden light fully and completely. Any and all blockages, anything less than love, dissipate, disintegrate. Now, take a deep breath and exhale anything that does not serve you. Now we're going to dispense with cords. You can visualize electrical plug connected to your energetic bodies. They all have a cord attached to it, and the other side of it is attached to other incarnated being, wherever they are, whoever they are. You dislodge the electrical plug with its cord and see that it disintegrates into dust like a fuse that is burning. Or you can repeat after me in your mind's eyes. Any and all coercive links, any and all karmic links that no longer serves, any and all energetic links from us to others or others to us or in between that no longer serves and is less than love, dissipate, disintegrate. Now, take a deep breath. You're already surrounded in golden light, so send little golden bubble or golden light to fill all those cavities within your energetic bodies from that electrical plug that you have dislodged, so there won't be reconnection. And also send the same with your intent toward whomever they are, wherever they are, incarnated beings. So this golden light goes there and fill their cavities for where you pull their electrical plug. I'll give you a moment to do so. Now, we're going to open our chakras, starting with the basic chakra, which is where your tailbone is, your 6 organs are. You extend it fully. If you visualize a cone, you extend it fully 9 to 12 inches toward the ground for the basic chakra. The whiteness of the cone will be away from your body, and you rotate it clockwise. If you can visualize a clock in front of you, the handle moves from 12 to 3 to 6 to 9 and to 12. That will be a rotation of clockwise. So extend your basic chakra fully, rotating it clockwise, or say, I'm opening my basic chakra fully, rotating it clockwise, or say, I'm opening my basic chakra now. Moving on to the sacral chakra, 2.5 inches below navel, you extend it fully in front of you, rotating it clockwise, or say, I'm extending my sacral chakra fully, rotating it clockwise, or I'm opening my sacral chakra now. Moving on to your solar plex chakra, 3 inches above your navel, you extend it fully in front of you, rotating it clockwise, or say, I'm extending my solar plex chakra fully, rotating it clockwise, or I'm opening my solar plex chakra now. Moving to the heart chakra at the center of your chest, where your sternum is, you're extended fully in front of you, rotated clockwise, or say, I'm extending my heart chakra fully, rotating it clockwise, or I'm opening my heart chakra now. Moving to the throat chakra at the center of your throat, you extend it fully, rotating it clockwise, or say, I'm extending my throat chakra fully, rotating it clockwise, or I'm opening my throat chakra now. Moving to the third eye chakra at the center of your head, between your eyebrows, above the bridge of your nose, you extend it fully in front of you, rotating it clockwise, or say, I'm extending my third eye chakra fully, rotating it clockwise, or I'm opening my third eye chakra now. Moving to the crown chakra at the top of your head, you extend it fully toward the sky with the whiteness of the cone facing the sky and rotating it clockwise. Or you say, I'm extending my crown chakra fully, rotating it clockwise, or I'm opening my crown chakra now. You're now at the 7th frequency. You may hear sound of your energy, your chakras, or feel the wave or vibration of it. Now we will dispense with astral entities if there are any attached during the past week. To do so, in your mind's eye, repeat after me. I'm of high frequency now, and no astral entities can attach to me at this level or any of the below levels. And see that they all slide away as if you're a Teflon, and there is this powerful vacuum that just sucks all of them back into multiverse. Again, repeat in your mind's eyes. I'm of high frequency now, and no astral entities can attach to me at this level or below levels. See that they all sucked in by the vacuum that is right next to you. You're like a Teflon, nothing can attach to you, just all of them slide away from you. Perfect. Now we are going to have our meditation. We are going to utilize one of Mr. Guy Nietler's meditation, taking us to the high frequency. If you can't hear it, please let me know right away, because I'm not looking at the chat and I won't be able to see it. Otherwise, I will play it. Let's start sharing it. Okay, starting now. It will start momentarily.
So what I want you to do is just know that you're grounded. Being with me makes you grounded. And visualize or either speak quietly or state in your mind's with your mind's voice or mentally spoken words. And in front of you, you see a lift. As you look at this lift, you see the lift door open, and inside it is me. I'm calling you over. I'm beckoning you to come over and come inside the lift with me. As you come into the lift, you realize the lift is full. It's full of all those other people who are listening to the satsanga now and are participating in this particular meditation. My lift is full of people seeking communion with Source, just like I do. I close the lift door and I press the button with the number 100 on. This isn't the highest frequency in the multiverse, but it's the frequency where we can start to robustly commune with Source. It's the first level, I believe, that I communicated with Source all those years ago. So that's the level we're going to go to. Multiverse has 408 frequency levels, which creates 397 universes, because the first universe, being the lowest of the universes, using the lowest of the frequencies, actually requires 13 frequency levels to create it. So the physical universe, where we are right now, is a rather unique environment. No other universe has 12 frequencies to create it, because the frequencies above the 12th, which is the first frequency within the second full dimension, all have enough finitude or capacity to be able to house self-contained, simultaneous, not parallel, that's something different, universe in its own right. So I press the button with the number 100 on, and the lift rises from 0 to 1, 2, it accelerates to 4, and 6, and 8, and 10, and then gets faster, 15, 20, and gets faster at 30, 40, and 50, keeps going at 60, and 70 and 80, slows down at 90 and 95, slows down again at 96, 97, 98, 99, and comes to a standstill at 100. Just stay here a moment. Just to consolidate our energies with the frequencies associated with this 100th level, which is the 89th universe. The way to work out the universe number in a progressive state, linear state, is to use the frequency number and subtract 11 from it. Okay, so now I want us to experience more of this environment and actually give us a clearer connectivity with source. So to do that, we need to move out of or remove the lift. So I'm deciding to dissolve parts of the lift. So I'm dissolving the door of the lift, dissolve the roof of the lift, I dissolve the rear of the lift, the back wall of the lift. I dissolve the left-hand wall, and I dissolve the right-hand wall until we're just standing on the floor of this lift. And I make this lift clear, lift floor clear. So we can still see that it's a lift floor, we can see through it. So it gives us a form of stage to stand on. I ask the source to come and commune with us. And in doing so, it agrees, and in the distance, if we looked, we'd see a disturbance in the space, a coalescing of energy. A vortex appears, white and gold and silver, pulsating, rotating, irradiating energy. It comes closer and closer to us, looks larger and larger. This is the direction of sentient energy that the source is individualizing, or should I say projecting in this way, to connect with us. So this vortex of rotating, pulsating, irradiating energy gets closer and closer to us, getting larger and larger. It's white, gold, and silver flecks of energy intermingling with this vortex of energy. It's closer and closer, till eventually it gets so large that it engulfs us. And it pervades us, pervades every aspect of us. Pervades the gaps in between our atoms, the gaps in between the subatomic structure, such as the electrons, protons, neutrons, the quarks, which are the leptons, the structure below the quarks, structure below that structure, because those two structures have no name, and the last level of structure, which is the building blocks, first manifestation of gross physicality, which is called the Anu. This energy is pervading us. We are one with it, and it is one with us. There is no separation. We are not being surrounded, we are being pervaded. And so source is us, and we are source. We are one with the source, and the source is one with us. So therefore we are the source. We'll just stay here for a bit in full communion with source. We're not full communion because we're still individualized sentience, but we are in communion with source. We'll stay here for a while, experiencing this level of communion. Just be part of the source. Don't think, don't wonder. Just allow yourself to experience this state of beingness. Just stay in the state of acceptance. Feel how expansive you feel. How connected you feel. How one you feel. We'll just stay here for a little bit longer. So just relax a bit further. Allow the energy to pervade you, this sentient energy that is the source to pervade you, making you one with the source. Now, once we've achieved communion, source starts to detach from us, leaving the memory of communion with source with us. So it moves away from the gaps in between the anu, the gaps in between the structure above the anu, which have no name. Also away from the gaps in between the structure below the leptons, which are the quarks, the strangeness and charm, which also have no name. Also moves away from the gaps in between the subatomic structure of the electrons, neutrons, protons, and away from the gaps in between the atoms themselves and their cellular structure. So now we're just simply surrounded by this sentient vortex of energy, which is the way that the source has chosen to connect with us. It's rotating, pulsating, irradiating vortex of energy, gold and white and silver flecks of energy permeating it. It withdraws, it moves away from us. We are now separate from it. It moves further away into the distance, getting smaller and smaller. Further away it goes, until eventually it's just a ripple, a murmur in the background of the vista we see, this particular universe on this 100th level, which is the 89th universe. And then eventually it disappears totally, so there is no longer any disturbance. So we need to come down now. So I make our floor of our lift opaque, and I rematerialize the right-hand wall. I rematerialize the left-hand wall. I rematerialize the back of the lift, and I rematerialize the roof and the front door of the lift. And I start to bring us down to the earth level by pressing the button with number 0 on the bottom frequencies, the culmination of all 3 gross physical frequencies. So our lift moves away from 100 to 99, 98, and then accelerates to 96, 94, 92, 90. Accelerates again to 80 and 70 and 60, 50. Keeps going at 40, 30, 20, slows down at 10 and 8 and 6 and 4, slows down again at 3 and 2 and 1 and 0. So we're now on the earth level. We'll just stay here a moment before we leave my lift, just to go and get used to being in a low frequency, just to consolidate ourselves. Okay, so I open the lift door now, so you're free to walk out. So slowly come back into the room.
And now we begin to setting our intent for the coming week.